similar provisions or time frames that could be imported or read with those,
It can be.
and to harmonize the scheme of the
Yes.
Constitution.
If your lordships were to overrule Samiullah Baloch, or if your lordships were writing on a clean slate, there was no, then this could be done. But there is the problem with that is that the Constitution in somewhat similar situations provides multiple guidelines. 63(1)(h says 5 years, but then there is also provision for 3 years, 2 years.
Right.
So your lordships will have to see which is the closest.
One has to probably rely on one time frame.
But and I'll just sort of
The one fundamental right which I think would be involved would be Article 17.
My lord is finished.
If there are two interpretations of Article 17, will that, the one favorable to the subject, be preferred, or an interpretation which is coming in another part of the Constitution, which is 62 and 63, which I assume has a lower status than the fundamental right chapter, would prevail?
My lord, the fundamental rights will be given, provisions regarding
If
fundamental
there are
rights.
two in conflict, which will prevail?
My lord, the one giving the fundamental, yes.
Enables electrification specified against Pakistan and all that.
My lord.
ठीक है? So constitutional framers were very much aware. So when 62(1)(f) was inserted in the Constitution, another amendment was not brought in to water down Article 17.
Agreed, my lord.
17 was left as is. So if we have to reconcile the two provisions, rather than going this way, we can simply say a right of this right is paramountcy because of Article 17, and there's no specific mention in the Constitution. And like my lord said, if there was no Samiullah Baloch, how would you interpret it? We wanted to hear that view.
That's the question I want.
So one more question. I mean, now that you've read Samiullah with that kind of a Rhodes Scholar eye, I just want to know that, does it talk about Article 17,
Samiullah Baloch discusses this in detail.
the strength of 17,
Yes.
and then
The principle of
the submissions are there, but is there a discussion
Yes,
of
yes.
17?
Yes,
So what do they deal with? How do they?
They say this is not an excessive